one of the things I get a kick out of is the time delay thing. I think it's funny sometimes, but we are here. Welcome to the metaverse. I still like saying that. At some point, it's going to get to the point where I don't like saying it anymore, but I like the way that it sounds. Metaverse, metaverse, metaverse. All right. It is 2:35, 2:37 Central Standard Time, and just wanted to go over a couple of things real quick, let you guys know some of the stuff that's going on. So some things that I put in the title and in the description. One, follow up with leads. The reason I put this one on there, I was looking in a couple of the Facebook groups I'm in, and one of the things that I've seen as a trend here lately is people are looking for scripts on how to follow up with leads. Open anything, let me see your scripts, blah, blah, blah. I just want to give you this one little tip. Obviously, it does matter what you say when you follow up. One, if you follow up, you're doing better than most everybody else because they're not following up. But two, here's just a little idea. Think about it this way. If you could, depending on how you want to do it, take this little device that you have right here, which is one of the best that you'll ever have, record a video. Put a video together, record it as an MP4. That way you'll have it, you can use it as an attachment to email. You can actually reply back to a text message or send a text message with that video. It lets people see you, hear you, get your mannerisms, all of that, and it actually lets people know who you are. You can actually even be funny in video, where you've got to be careful the way you do it with any kind of text, whether it be an email, SMS, anything like that. One of the funniest ones I've ever seen was a real estate agent down in Florida, in Central Florida on the East Coast. She would reply back with, "Help me help you." To quote Tom Cruise, "Help me help you." You know, make videos that are funny, make videos that are educational, little short ones, and it will work really well when replying to your leads, when getting the information out to your leads. Let them know who you are. Let them get a feel of who you are. I think that one would be great advice for somebody if they would just do it and follow through with it. Make a video, make a couple of videos, make them for different things, keep them as a digital asset inside of your system, and pick them and choose them. One thing you may want to do is make sure you title them. That way you can go to it really easily, click on it, send it as an SMS, attachment, whatever it may be. The other one that I need to go over again, and I've said this before, but I guess it's been a little while, make sure that you own your own page. What does that mean? So if you have a community page, a celebrity page, if you've got a business page, any of those, we just had this happen again. A really nice guy that we're not even friends with sent me a message, said he watched one of my videos about owning his own page, got a little curious, went in to see, and he lost his own business page in 2019 or 2020. And you may say, "Oh my God, how did he do that? How's that even possible?" You know, he didn't even pay attention. No, he was still using, he was still posting to it, still is a regular on the page. The problem is somebody went in and actually claimed his page because he hadn't. And I promise you, if any of you guys will go do this, go check and make sure that you own your own page. You're going to find out some of you guys don't. You're going to brush it off real quick, put your name in there and say, "Oh yeah, it wasn't a big deal, I just mistyped it," or whatever it may be. So here's some things. If you've got a business page, a public figure page, a celebrity page, community page, any of those, here's some things that you need to pay attention to. The very first one is make sure in your ad account that you have Business Manager. If you don't know how to do this, reach out. We'll help you. We'll go through it with you. But make sure you've got a Business Manager and make sure it's set up correctly. Number two, claim your page and other assets. There's actually buttons and it gives you direction on how to do this. So claim your page and other assets, your videos, everything else that's on there. Just because you created it doesn't mean you own it. Even though theoretically you should own it. If you created it, you should own it. It should be yours, but that's not how the system works. So make sure. And I'll put the link in the comments to show you how to do this, where to go. It'll be in the comments on here. But you need to do that. You need to do that quickly. About the time we think that we've set it till we're blue in the face, pop, we'll get a message from somebody saying, help me, I don't own my page anymore. So make sure you own your own page. Some other things I wanted to go over. Video. Make sure that you're doing video. Make sure that you're doing reels. Make sure that you are keeping them separate. What I mean by that, make sure that you're not trying to put TikTok on Facebook anymore. Don't do that. Don't put TikTok on Instagram anymore. They've already come out and said that they are suppressing this, that they're going to start banning it. You're going to go to Facebook jail over it. Make sure that you're not doing this. But what you can do, like I said before, pick up this thing, make some MP4s, upload them. Now here's a little hint. A lot of people are taking the easy way out, and they're uploading one time to Instagram and expecting Instagram to share it with Facebook. Well, that works sometimes. It's supposed to work all the time. We're told it works all the time, but it doesn't. So here's part of the problem. So if you're doing it and you're making a reels on Facebook and on Instagram, and you're sharing it on Instagram, and you've got your two pages connected, what everybody thinks is it automatically goes. Well, it kind of does, but at the same time, it's also kind of suppressed because we have different handles on each one of the separate platforms. So if you want to see something happen, and you want to see something happen quickly, and I tell people, I was talking to Brian Stevens yesterday, it'll take about a week, but you'll start seeing a massive difference. And then in about 4 to 6 weeks, you'll see a massive difference. We're taking people from 20 and 30 views to tens of thousands of views just in 2 or 3 weeks, doing some of these little hacks that they don't tell you how to do. So make sure that you're doing that. One other thing I wanted to go over is some Facebook news. So some things that are going on. So one of the things I get a kick out of is all of these companies that have all of these, what do you call that? Whenever do what I say, not what I do kind of thing. Hypocrites. Facebook is being sued right now in Africa. I think Uganda. I think Kenya. I don't remember where all else. Number of different countries for poor working conditions, and I'm getting a kick out of that one. I think it's kind of funny, which means they'll probably suppress this video that I'm putting out there, but I always find that a kick out of that. The people who scream the loudest don't seem to be as perfect as they think they are, so I think that one's really funny. I laughed so hard. I don't know if you guys saw this. It was a story out of Tennessee, and I don't remember exactly where, but you should look it up. It's really funny. I think it happened yesterday is when it was reported, so I think it happened Sunday or Monday, but it was absolutely hilarious. If you're a dog person, you'll find this story kind of comical. We're big time dog people. So this couple wakes up in the middle of the night, and I think they had 2 or 3 dogs already in their family, and they wake up. I say the middle of the night, I think it was actually closer to morning time. They wake up, and there's a strange dog in bed with them. And at first they're a little startled because they don't know how this dog's going to act, and it was a very tame, very loving dog, and it was just absolutely hilarious. They think that they left the back door to their house open or something like that. This strange dog came in. They put up a funny Facebook post about it, and the dog's owner, which the dog lived about 2 miles away, ended up seeing the post and sent him a message, said, "I'm on my way, give me your address, that's my dog." The lady whose house it was that the dog just happened to come and go to bed in said something about, how do you prove this is your dog? So she started sending Christmas pictures and birthday pictures and all of these things. So just a neat feel-good kind of cool story, especially for, people like me that are dog lovers. Ohio, this is something that I got a kick out of. So Ohio is putting a bill together and trying to get it through to where users are allowed to individually sue Meta, Twitter, other social media over censorship, which I am kind of on board with. If you look up the story, I think it's out of Columbus, Ohio, and it was actually a really good story. It was talking about this pandemic that we just went through, and there was a certain doctor that was saying one thing, and blah blah blah. But it was really a good story, and I am glad to see the courts are allowing some of these things now. There's been so many of these tech companies that have been, allowed to do things, just like the fintech companies. So that's a good story if you looked at it. And then one of the things that I read here, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, about augmented reality. This is kind of a big deal. Meta had to disable the augmented reality filters in Texas and Illinois because they go against those two states and their laws. It's kind of a neat story. If you're a tech person, you should look it up. If you're a Big Brother conspiracy person, you should look it up. It's a really good story. Something that you should pay attention to. Anyway, let me see what questions we have. What's up, Jonathan Heath, one of my favorite human beings in the world. Brady kept great advice on the videos, going to use it today. Hey, Brady, why don't you just do it? Try it. Send, if you've got any of your old leads that have just got worn out on looking, if you've got anybody that you had spoken with about listing. Brady Cup, for you guys that may not know this, is a realtor in the Tri-Cities area of Tennessee, up in the northeast corner. Great realtor, great human being, great guy. But yeah, Brady, try it. Just start putting some videos together. I wouldn't make them a minute long. I would probably make them somewhere in the 15 to 30 second long. And one of the things that people say all the time, I don't have time to do one every day or whatever it is. Just go outside right now when you've got 30 minutes to kill and put a little script together, bullet points, whatever, and just make 3, 4, 5 videos. Just do that today, and you'll have them sitting there. Use them SMS, use them in your as an attachment in your email, whatever it is. But you've got to do video. Video is important. Miss Tara Lynn, how are you, ma'am? Good to see you. And Nikki Robertson, always good to see you, ma'am. Any questions or anything before we sign off? Anybody got anything that they want to share, talk about, ask, anything like that? Let me know real quick before we sign off. We're sitting on about 13 minutes, so I need to jump off of here. Anyway, so to recap, make sure that you own your page. We're going to put the link in here in the comments. That is something that is drastically, this happens, it happens way too often. When we first did the very first video on it, we found out we had probably 30 people reaching out to us that didn't own their page. It had died off a little bit, and then all of a sudden we find out that there's still some people out there that don't own their page. So that is necessary to make sure you own your own page. Can you post Instagram Reels to Facebook Reels? You can. It's kind of difficult, and they have it set up that way. If you will look at your connection and make sure that your Instagram page is connected to your Facebook, yes, it doesn't work as well. And like I said, your views will go up dramatically if you post that MP4 reel to your reels on Instagram and then post it again from your videos to your reels on Facebook. And then if you're going to post it to TikTok as a separate piece. Tara Lynn, I just got paid by Facebook. There you go, baby. That's one of the people that's in our coaching groups that is getting paid for reels. We've got a number of people now that are getting paid for reels. If you want to know how to get paid for reels, reach out. We'll help you with that. We'll put you in any of our coaching groups if that's something you want to do. But yeah, that's awesome, Tara Lynn. I am just thrilled, stoked about that. Let's see, what else? Follow up on your leads, Facebook news, do you own your own page, and video. You guys got to start doing video. These are some things that I just, on a daily basis, write down, think about, that I think you guys need to know about. And It is something that is necessary. Miss Nikki, you're getting paid for your reels. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. One thing that I want to warn you guys about getting paid for your reels. When you get the notification saying that they want to pay you for your reels and you've got to convert your personal page over to a professional page, and they try and reward you by calling you a digital creator now for doing this, the pay for reels doesn't last forever. It's a set amount of time that you're going to get paid for your reels. You do have to meet some sort of criteria for it. There's no question about that. Here's some issues. When you convert your personal page over to this professional page, digital creator page, that page is not allowed in a lot of groups because it's seen as a business page. So a lot of groups you may not have access to that you're in now. There are other features that are not as well thought out. Let's just say that by the programmers, that you can't do when you've got this professional page. So if you got any questions about that, let me know. Reach out. Otherwise, appreciate you guys, and signing off. Have a great one.